this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading is going to be for Wednesday, April the 1st. We're using the Spirit Messages Daily Oracle cards by John Holland. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking that all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message to me that I need to relay to our viewers for the highest good of all. And we pull a card from center. Okay, and that card is self-sabotage. And we pull another card, and that card is reach out. And last card is going to be forgiveness. Okay, so with the first card, self-sabotage, woman is holding her hand over her face. She doesn't want to look at something. It's like something tragic just happened. She's shielding herself from the pain. Card reads, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. And this brings us back to negative thoughts, negative self-thought, doubting yourself, not believing in yourself, paying attention to those around you that just want to bring you down when you could rise you could be so much more than what you actually believe you could be. It's all of these thoughts that cross our mind, like what if this or what if that, just like yesterday's card talking about, worrying about negative experiences, feeling vulnerable, feeling fear. Those are all natural, okay? Those are normal feelings to feel. But we got to get past that. We got to do what we want to do for ourselves and not be blind to it, not cover our eyes to, what kind of future we could have or how we could improve our lives or how we could truly, truly be happy just being who we are and not trying to be like everybody else and not trying to fit in. I always say that's why we're called individuals. Otherwise, if we were all the same, it would be a world of clones. No one would stand out. No one would be able to appreciate each and every one of us for all of the diversities that we have. We all have to stand together and contribute to this life all of the qualities that we have. But if we hold them in and we don't share them with the world and we don't try to help one another, we're really missing out. This card this Wednesday is telling us to look out for self-sabotage, those negative self-talk that goes on in your mind day in and day out, full of doubt and full of negativity. And when you bring self-doubt and self-negativity into your world, it creates negative energy, and that's all that's going to appear. Think positive thoughts, but like I said, it's never enough just to think positive. You have to back it up with positive actions. Otherwise, we could sit on the couch all day and think wonderful thoughts and keep in an upbeat mood, but it's not going to get us anywhere unless we actually get up and get out and start getting down to business. So, enough of the self-sabotage this Wednesday. As soon as a negative thought pops into your mind, nip it in the bud, because if you let it go, it's going to snowball into a thought attack. And you don't want that one-way trip to the doldrums. Middle card is reach out. And in this card, again, it's a beautiful woman. She's holding her hand over her heart. This woman here strikes me as though she's like an angel. And this woman here is an actual, person here, like you or I. And when I look at this, I'm thinking of this woman is so light, this woman is so dark. It's like our light side and our dark side. And this card, reach out, reads, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it is presented to you. A lot of us are too proud to ask for help, because if we ask for help, we're going to be seen as a weak person, that we're not strong enough to take care of our own business. That is not true. A lot of people out there want to offer their help. They're waiting for you to ask them. And when I think of that, I think of the angels. The angels will not intervene in whatever problem you have in your life that you need help with unless you ask for their help. And when you ask for help, you're allowing yourself to realize that nobody's perfect. We can't handle everything on our own. We may think we could, but sometimes we need someone else's hand just to hold ours, or maybe their shoulder, just to cry on, to get through whatever it is we're going through. And believe me, each and every one of us have our cross to bear in life. Trust me. Like I said, there's so many things changing. The energies of last week have been so heavy. I've been so emotional, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, are going through something really, really something that you need to ask for help on. This card for Wednesday, April the 1st, is saying to reach out. Reach out to your family, your friends. If you need to seek some type of professional counseling, reach out. Don't think that you have to hold that burden on your back all by yourself, because it's going to weigh you down. And when you're weighed down, you're going to feel hopeless. You're going to feel helpless. And believe me, people are more than happy to help. People are actually flattered when you come to them and say, hey, could you give me your opinion on this? That makes somebody's day. It really does. I mean, I feel so good when somebody asks me, could you give me a hand? Because then I feel like I'm capable, that they actually believe in me, and they look up to me enough to trust what my judgment is, or trust that I'm going to do the right thing for them. So just reach out this Wednesday. And then finally, our last card is forgiveness. And it shows a woman holding on to another woman. She has her arm around her. Her head is down. This person here is feeling very sorry. This person here is offering support, just like the reach out card. Ask for help. This person evidently has asked for help, and they're joined together with another person in their time of need. And this card is saying holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredible, powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. This was a big one that I had to work on for a long time, and I'm sure a lot of you people struggle with it, just like I did, and I sometimes still do from time to time. When you're forgiving somebody, you're not forgiving them for the sake of, how could I say it? When you forgive someone else, you're doing it for you. Sure, you could, in all honesty, forgive someone who did something that, wasn't intentional, or even if it was something that was intentional. We're not all perfect. But when you hold on to resentment and you have these burning feelings in your mind, thoughts of revenge. I'm not a revengeful person. I believe that karma will take care of whatever, people have coming their way. And I'm not to get involved in it, nor would I ever condone violence or revenge. Because when you seek revenge, what was it, one of those sayings, if you seek revenge, dig two graves? One for the person that you're seeking revenge and one for yourself, because truly, having that anger and resentment in your life will eat away at you. Where the mind goes, the body follows. And if you spend your days and nights holding a grudge and feeling angry and feeling resentful, it's going to block you from developing spiritually, because you can't expect something positive in your life, like developing your spirituality, be able to come through if your mind is bogged down with all the negativity and all the resentment and all the unforgiveness. When you decide to forgive someone, I want to make it perfectly clear that I feel you're not saying that what they did was okay, and you're not saying that it's all right, but you're saying that, I'm going to forgive you because I'm not going to let this affect me mentally and physically anymore. I'm not going to allow you to have that power over me. I'm taking my power back, and by forgiving someone is taking your power back. You're not going to allow it to trouble your mind or ruin your life or block any of the inner peace that you deserve. So think in your mind. I'm sure every one of us out there have someone that, it's going to kill you to forgive them. But remember, you're doing it for you. You're doing it to get your inner peace back. You're doing it for your physical, mental health. You're doing it for you. So think about that this Wednesday. I know I still have a lot to work on regarding this. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back. Take care.